What is that, Crazy X? Um, didn't really get a lot listed today. Actually, I'm finishing up my second item. Only got two items. Here we listed Garfield glass and Beauty and the Beast. Tell as old as time. Coffee mug from 1992. It's this nice blue color. So check both those out. We'll have those links down below. Yes, that is fragile. I was gonna say fragile. I don't know if that's a word. Did go out, got some new inventory today. Did find something kind of interesting. Unfortunately, not something I'm going to be able to list. But I stumbled across a P90X thing, and it's like everybody is kind of overlooking it. I'm like, kind of know what this is. It's one of those like DVD workouts, and when I opened it up, they still had like the receipt inside there, and it was like shipping, tax, everything's like $140. I got like multiple different items, and I spent $13. So I probably spent like $5, if that, on that. But yeah, I figured that, like I said, P90X, they definitely have a strong Vero. Like, they will file a claim against you if you try to resell their merchandise. It's something I don't fully get, because if you are reselling and people know that you're not buying directly from the company, like why can't you sell your own stuff? I'm not saying I'm affiliated with them. I'm not saying I'm part of the company. I'm saying, hi, I'm selling this. Do you want to buy it? But they have this thing called Vero, and they don't allow you to sell certain items. As I said, I don't understand it. I just know that's what it is. So, did set a goal to kind of work out more, get in better shape. I've had this oval shape for a while. Everybody wants everybody wants the is it a 4-pack or 6-pack? I guess everybody wants a 6-pack. I mean, I got the keg. I mean, come on. I always let a laugh when my buddy said this joke. He was this bald guy, short, overweight, and whenever someone say something, he's like, "I'll have you know, I have the body of a god." They would look at him like, and he's like, "Buddha." Everybody would get a chuckle out of that. So yeah, I've got a body of a god, just not the body that my god wants me to have. So yeah, I've got my DDPYoga. That stuff is incredible. Check out DDPYoga. Tell them KidKrazy sent you. They a lot of people actually there know me, so they probably would know KidKrazy. If you told them my real name, they might not know who you were talking about. But if you did say KidKrazy, there is a good chance they know. But yeah, DDPYoga is incredible. I mean, I remember one day at work, saw one of my colleagues I haven't seen in a while, didn't really work in my branch. And I had just got back from one of the DDPYoga retreat extravaganza. So I'm like, "Oh, you haven't seen those photos?" And I'm like, "Here, I got them in my car. Let me go grab them." So I go running, and where we're at, there's a sidewalk, and then it kind of goes down, and then there was a curb there, and then like the pavement. So I stepped down, and I thought I lifted my leg high enough for the curb. Didn't. Back leg caught the curb, slid across the pavement. I mean, I tripped, fell, face first, and skidded across the cement. And his shirt was wrecked. It's cut up a little bit. But I just bounced back up. One of the people in the other office was like, "Oh my gosh, is he okay?" Because they saw how I fell. They saw how hard I hit that pavement. No, but and like even my buddy was, I'm like, "Did you see what happened?" He's like, "Yeah, I was ready to go right out there, but you popped back up." I'm like, "Well, yeah, of course I popped back up." Because I mean, that's the thing is like, I mean, that's the biggest thing about yoga, and DDP yoga is a different beast, but it still has those core principles, and it kind of makes you elastic. It helps you kind of be a little loose. I saw a couple months later, someone, I mean, they were elderly, but they had tripped in a different area and landed on bark mulch. Soft. Soft. They landed on something soft. I slid across pavement. I jumped back up to my feet, and I mean, I don't even know the whole story of what happened, but I know when I was coming back from lunch, there was a EMT in the ambulance, and they were loading her in the back. I mean, I definitely hope everything is all right with her, but I mean, it's like, it's also, I mean, one of those things where if you work out, if you stretch, if you do that stuff, it makes you more loose. It makes you a lot more, I don't know, elastic, but it does make it to where when you do trip and fall, you can bounce back up. And I mean, that's always been the thing is like, I've been able to get into like tight spaces, like places that people half my size can't even get into. I'm like, oh, I'll get back there. Like, dude, I can't get back there. You can't. And, I'm just able to contort and move and get back in those areas. So, I mean, definitely I would recommend, something like yoga where it does stretch you out and kind of allows you to heal quickly. And that's kind of how this DDP yoga came about, was Paige got injured and his wife's like, well, you should do yoga. And he's like, no guy does yoga. I'm not going to do no yoga. And then, he kind of got into some different forms, started working with another guy, the yoga doc. And, they created this program kind of more for rehab. But during the development and, it's preventative. Like, it's amazing stuff. And the side effect is that you do lose weight. I mean, yeah, you got all those side effects. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, do go DDP Yoga now. Tell them KidKrazy sent you. Yeah, what else? Watch a couple of the challenges today. Watch the challenge All-Star. Fortunately, MJ was sent home. He was battling Derek, which Derek's another guy I really liked, so I was kind of torn on that. The two girls that fought, wasn't really a big fan of either of them. Then I watched the the reunion, which was the final episode of the New Orleans cast reunion. So now we have ways for that. They announced the upcoming group from the Challenge US, which is funny because it's people from Survivor, The Amazing Race, Big Brother, Temptation Island, some other shows. But the people that aren't coming back are the people from the Challenge. So it's the Challenge without the competitors from the Challenge. Kind of weird, I think. And especially because they've kind of reached out and they've brought in people from Big Brother and from Survivor. But none of the people from Survivor or Big Brother are going to be in this challenge. I thought I heard, maybe I didn't see his name. I didn't look over the list. I recognized Tyson. He's been on a few of the Survivor episodes. I didn't see, I want to say Jesse Goddard, I think is his name. I thought I heard, maybe they're just making mention of him, like, being someone that could be on the show, but remember reading one report and they had mentioned names like Mr. Spectacular. I'm like, oh, okay. But I didn't see his name on the list. But I was probably looking for Mr. Spectacular and I wasn't looking for Jesse Goddard. Alright, well, I'm getting a little tired, so I'm going to hit the hay. I'm going to do a quick check-in. 10-minute video. That's always a plus. I like getting some longer content. And always questions, comments, you can send those in. We've got the email address listed down below. Tell us what you'd like to see on here. I am working on a couple other things too, so get a little bit more of a variety. And then also too, I know like sports, we always kind of would have to cover different things. Sport-wise, I did hear that Aaron Donald was rumored. People were questioning whether or not he would retire this after the Super Bowl last season. He did announce that he is returning, that they restructured his contract. So he is back, and speculation is, of course, one of the Waltons of Walmart. Looks like they're finalizing their deal to purchase the Denver Broncos. Attention Walmart shoppers, we now support the Denver Broncos. I was talking to my buddy about that. He's a big Denver fan. All right. Hope you all have a wonderful night. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow.